What's up, guys? So we're immediately gonna start because we're lagging a little bit behind um, on schedule. It's been a very busy day, so that's why um, we don't wanna waste any time. Give me a second, okay? I need to set an alarm. Okay, clock, and it is now. Let's set in a half hour, not in hours. Half hour. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. May. Okay. Why is this 17? This is should be 22. Job seek. Okay, so we have like 7 minutes left. So I'm just gonna say 10 minutes. So fine. Okay. Reset. 10 minutes. Awesome. All right. So let's see what happened. Let's go to here. Let's go to year plan, and I see one job here. Not sure what it is. Is this a new job? Let me see what they're asking. Uh, oh, I remember this one. Yeah. Let's just put it in case. We'll see what happens. Alright. So we at least have one. Utrecht, Angular, software developer, cold blue. Senior. What is this? Okay. Too far. I'm a specialist. What is this all about? Okay. So you are a copywriter as well. I don't like that. I am not a copywriter. These are two jobs in once, and they don't pay a lot. So definitely not interested in that. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me see what if recruiters actually apply to something. Okay. Let me go to Indeed. Just normal Indeed on my mobile. Just 1 second. How are you doing, Subham? We're back. I had to do some things behind the scenes, but yeah, we're back. All right. How are you? How's the physics going? Hmm. Oh, this is perfect. It's half hour though. But yeah, let's copy that. Uh, awesome. We got a job. Good. Pretty good. Awesome, bro. We're just checking out what's happened. There's another vacancy. Cycle. Like some people, they forever have like the vacancy stuff, but they don't hire. They just don't like. Why do you still have your vacancy? Right? I don't understand. And they renew their vacancies. That's the worst part. I don't know where this is. It seems far. Okay, let me go to Google Maps. Bunschoten. Where the hell is this? Okay. Can I go there quickly? No. No, that's practically impossible for me. Okay. Nice try though. Yeah, we're just checking things out. Like this one has been on for like weeks now. Okay, let's do on date. Game developer support internship. Definitely don't want to do that. What is this? Oh, this is something else. It's healthcare. How far is it? What do you mean? Let me see. It seems that there are all jobs again. Yeah, it's not a lot of jobs this week. Tomorrow is still another day, obviously, but let's type WordPress for a second. Obviously, let's go on date. Senior front end developer. You need to know WordPress, CDA, CD pipelines, UX, web core, and vital scores. They don't even say your experience. What do you need? Well, UI, Git, Bootstrap, Vital, P Laravel, pre, pre. Well, if these are all pre's, and these were all normal ones, and it's pretty far. It's pretty far. Yeah, it's too far. Uh, Intern, CMS intern. Imagine that. You're a CMS intern. Like you just putting in the blocks, right? And that's it. And just a new language. You're an intern. What do they pay for an intern? Let me see. What we offer. An amazing work environment. We don't care. Monthly compensation. Please note that the travel costs are not reimbursed. Okay, so we don't know the money and they want you to work. Very bad. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, I already see old jobs. No, they do in my country. They pay for interns, but not a lot. But you know, if you're not gonna pay for interns, if you're not gonna pay for junior, and you're only gonna pay for media and senior, eventually these guys are on their way out. Who's gonna do the lower type of work? No one. So you cannot have an upper layer without a bottom layer. But they'll realize maybe in a couple of years. And people say, "Oh, AI replaces junior." No, until now, not really. You really need to know your stuff. Like for example, this week I was putting best practices in Next.js. You need to know that before you just do something, right? But maybe in the future you do not. Anyways, there doesn't seem to be any job. Let's just do this one just because of the formality. Have I seen this one? I do not have this. Do incident management with ServiceNow. It seems to do a lot of no, this is like a how do you call it? A really big job for the money they're probably gonna pay. So wh- I think I saw this before. So we're gonna continue. What do you want? Angular, TypeScript. I don't have that because I don't have Angular. Like I can put it on my resume, but I don't know it. So what is this? 6 months plus. So okay. It says it has a 6 month one stuff. So what do they want to know? Net backends. Frontend developer, a you're gonna integrate with net backends with APIs. Okay. Uh, 3 years of experience for this shit? Okay, fuck off. I couldn't even apply. Um, what is this? Oh, it's an actual designer. Okay. Every job site is like 2 hour train away from me, and I expect me to work for free. Oh, bro. 2 hours is a long time. That's it? Okay, that's it. Not a lot of jobs. We got two, right? So it's something. All right, next. So let's go back. What should we do? Prep. Oh yeah. We need to prep for tomorrow. So let's do that first. Okay. I copied. Why don't you paste? And they paste wrong. Okay. 23. Let's see the schedule. Okay, so open a new one. Let's go to the schedule for a second. So Korean schedule. Tomorrow is Friday. So it says I have a real live meeting. Do I though? Let me check. 2 hours away is a very long time, Subham. That is something I'm not willing to do, to be honest. Let me check my conversation with that person. What date we decided to meet. So, oh, wrong app. Um, Give me a second. I need to check it out. Okay, here's the person. Let me. Mm, okay, I said Tuesday. So let me go to my stuff. Animer. Okay, and then let's do on 27th on 11 o'clock. Awesome. Great. So we did that. So let's go back to my original goal. Wait. So we don't have a conversation unit. We did do the book. Give me a second. I ain't doing it for free. Of course, you're not doing it for free. Well, it depends, right? It depends. If you get reimbursed and you get some money, you get some food, and you get experience, then it's an okay trade-off for a couple of months. But um, let me see. Introducing yourself. No. Uh, is this the one? I'm checking my book real quick. Give me a second. Okay, it seems like I need to learn a lot of words. And 어서 썼어요. 어, 뭐 드릴까요? 저기요. 잠깐만 기다리세요. 오키 여기 있어요. Okay. Let me see what we need to do. Okay, but are we going to prepare for this? I don't think it's a good idea. Because we did chapter 1 already. I think it's better to do chapter 2 when we had the Korean study meeting. So what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna do listening instead of the book unit. Okay, so let's write that down. So listen and vocabulary. Listen, vocabulary. We have no grammar. Okay. And let's do some phrases. Okay, phrases. Okay, great. So we did that. Oh yeah, I have to do web analytics really. This one can stay the same. Yeah, okay, so we did that. Great. So now we're almost ready. So let's do some React now. All right. The most exciting stuff for many people. Let's do this one. Let's see what we need to do. Today is the 22nd. 22nd. Accordion. Okay. Well, is that it? And okay, accordion and 23rd. Model click anywhere. Yeah, let's do these ones and then let's start the project. All right. And the alarm will go off soon, and so I have to do something quick a little bit, and then yeah, let's do some React, right? All right. Um, Nothing. Let's keep the use state. Let's do hello world. Okay, great. So let's check again. We need to do a model click anywhere, and what we need to is an accordion. So when I click over something, right, it needs to show something. So let's do that. What is the logic what we need to do? Well, we need to, yeah, create a text or something, right? Text or something. Uh, when clicked on, um, new text appears. So that's what we need to do. So let's work on that. Let's first make constants. So we're gonna do const accordion is equal to an array of objects, and it's gonna be question, do you understand accordions? And then we can say answer. The um, the answer is yes. But let's do another one. Let me see if I've done it right. Not yet. We also need to open a new object. And question, do you understand multiple? The answer is absolutely or whatever. Okay. Well, obviously we need to um, loop through accordion, right? And we need some state to answer. So we need to loop through something. So let's do a use state. And the use state is const. Uh, let's do const data set data is equal to the use state, which is going to be an empty string for now. Okay, so first what I want to do, I want to loop through this. Okay, so let's do that. Data dot map data.map. I'm gonna open item and ID. You don't have to do the ID, but in this React environment, you do have to do ID because it's not a proper environment, and that's good because I have to figure it out myself. And before we forget, I want to set a maximum of 15 minutes. Okay, so give me a second. Actually, Subham, um, when is your exam again? Your retry or revisit? I think revisit is the official name for it. Okay, and then we want to have like a button, and this button is going to say item dot question, and then something should appear, which is does not yet because we have not set the accordion. Let me see. Let's do accordion. Let's see what happens. Nothing. I have to think about it for a second. Accordion the map. That doesn't make any sense. And the data is empty. But yes, let's keep this for now. And we also want to have a function, and this function is going to be function button handler. And let's actually make a const. I love doing anonymous ones. And we immediately gonna return something. We're gonna this is gonna be an on-click. So when I click on something, I want something to appear. And that something is going to be the answer depending on what you're looking through. So that means that I have to set something to true. Yeah, okay. So let's set something to true. So if, let me see. If data is true, I think this is how I do it. Then I want to render, um, then I want to render a p tag, and this p tag is going to be um, data dot answer or something, something like that. I'm struggling a bit with this. On click. I did this last week and I still forget it. That's not good. Um, let's let's do this for a while. Okay. Yeah, it's because I've been learning so much, I forget other ones. So that's not good. Mm, oh, let's do ID key is ID. Yeah, that's correct. Item ID, key is ID, item question. I think this one should be rendered out. Yeah, this is correct. Maybe I should just oh, that um and let's just destructure this. So question answer like answer an ID and remove this one. This should be correct. There should be something here. Not sure why. Am I this dumb? I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's very simple. Uh, Give me a second. I actually have to do the Korean stuff. There are no new words. Okay. Uh, Give me here and then add category. Um, Learn category chosen. Let's do the top 1000. Okay. Okay, so I did the Korean real fast. Alright, let's go back. Are you learning or are you done? We senpai. Um, what do you mean? Please explain what you mean. Mm, I mean, I want to learn and I don't know how to start. Do you mean like React in general or? Hi Hassan. I only know C++, learned it for fun, did some projects. Well, if you learn C++, this is going to be very easy for you. Um, I have to set data, put in a function, and well, I don't need a function to be honest. I can I can just say um, not data, or no, I can say um, current not current. Okay, so we have that. Or should I do it directly? No, let's do it directly. I think that is best. Okay, let's do it like that. So then you have a clicker, right? And then we need to attach this to on click button handler. I don't know anything about front end, but some people say AI can do it. What do you think about it? Um, so here's the deal, bro. People think front end is only like you see a design and you program it. But this is not the case. And now I'm gonna prove it to you what front end actually is. Front end is mini back end. Let me tell you again. Front end is mini back end. I'll show you. You see the job market. Like if you're just going to make a website, you're a web designer, right? Like there are many words for it. But let me actually go to translate this page so you guys can see. Right? Let me get a decent front-end development positions. Here, building API integrations, right? So you need to attach the API. You need to make things scalable. And by what you said, what most people think is translating UI UX design to technical implications. You need to do reviewing. You need to implement new features. You need to implement features with different kinds of frameworks. Also, you need to know SEO, right? There are more. This is even a simple role, right? There are more professional roles even. Some roles say you need to know Azure Cloud Platform. You need to know testing. You need to know Scrum Agile environment, right? You need to know how to implement CI/CD pipelines, right? You need to know what lit is. So front-end development is not only the other one, like only this, like translating UI designs into a website or something. So that is the problem. Okay, hopefully that gives you the answer that if front end is going to be replaced, no, the front end is not going to be replaced anytime soon. However, or this needs to be some kind of resolutions, but AI will not be able to do it anytime soon. I want to learn more. Okay, I will give you more, bro. You want to learn more? I'll give you a project, okay? You want to be a monster? You go to this guy, alright? And then you're gonna build this website, a multi-vendor e-commerce software as a service, right? You're gonna learn stuff, senpai, alright? You do this, then let me know how it was, alright? I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Alright, so we did the button handler. We have the data set, okay. Um, now we have to say if data is true, we wanna reveal the answer, and the answer is not data.answer, but it is accordion.answer. And we ran out of time, but we were very close. Actually, make this a div for a second. Let's see what we have, what we did wrong. Oh, I see a mistake here. We can say ID. Did we do some IDs? We did. I graduated university, so that's my age. So now you know. Let me think about it. Set data, accordion the map, question ID. We can just say, let's just do item.id, and then we say key to ID, and then we have button handler, and we say item dot yeah, item dot question, and then uh, give me a second to think about it. It should be right though. I'm not sure what. Oh, I see a mistake here, but there's nothing displaying, and that's pretty. I just don't see it. It has been a long day. Yes, I have a CS degree. How is it about you, bro? Are you already graduated? Oh, all right. So we saw that I could not solve the problem um, in 15 minutes. So we're gonna ask ChatGPT to solve it. So let's see what ChatGPT has to say. You're on the right track on the Capola, but there are a few issues. Data is a string, but you're using it as a boolean. Oh, obviously. Yeah. You can see that I'm tired, right? So let's do no for a second. Okay. I don't need to do this. According to map item.id, on click, it changes my code. It gives me a headache. Don't change the code. ChatGPT always has his own life. Okay. I don't need to do this to be honest. I don't need to do this. What? I do need to do this though. I don't like this answer. But what's up? Okay. Um. But this gives some problems because this means that it has to be inside. Oh, is that my issue actually? That it needs to be inside. So let me give me a second. But then we have to say item.answer. This is oh, because I have the ID. Let's remove the ID for a second. Because that makes things unnecessarily complicated. Okay. I'm just saying fix. What do you want? Make a web app? You'll see soon. I don't need to do this. Yeah, if I do this, yeah. You can see it's been a long day. I've been doing a lot of logic today. I cannot even see too much. That's why I'm struggling right now. Let's see the real answer, what I got. Give me a second. Because I'm getting confused. It's giving me a lot of things to read, but I am very tired for reading, so let me see. Okay. Okay, the AI is right. So let's do that then. Um, I don't understand why simple toggle does not work. It should work though. Okay. No, this should be inside. Okay. Um, let's create a div around it. And then get a button. Okay. Awesome. Mm, okay. And there should be no more mistakes, to be honest. I think we have everything. Oh, obviously. Something like this. This is not good. No, it should be good. Oh my god. Um, like I don't have error handling here, so I have to figure it out on my own, right? So, ah, look at that. That actually need to return this and remove that. Expected but found 27. No, that was correct. This is correct. Let me think about it. Zeta equal to. Why am I saying data to be honest? No, it's fine. What am No, that's fine. This takes way too long. I will go to the project immediately after this because I'm too tired for these kinds of questions. It's been a long programming day, so I see. Expected but found. No, this is totally correct. What is your problem? On click. Do I need to wrap these then? Do I really need to do that? No. Well, what the hell is this? I just don't see it, guys. I don't see where the which one is different. Everything looks the same. I'm really choking here. There's nothing wrong with this. The only thing that could be is that this one is last, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, immediately return. um, so I'm going wrong here, but I just don't know why. You already have a return here, and this return is this return. These ones are correct because I'm using this one, but we're going wrong here. Directly after the button. I'm saying if the data is equal to ID, which makes total sense. Does it need to be item.id or something? No. I just don't see it. Let's go to the project after this. This is not good. I'm just I'm getting annoyed. I oh, did I forget the oh uh so you're saying that I forgot this? This looks like shit. It uses replacement. I that doesn't matter, right? If that doesn't matter, then I will stop streaming for today. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay. I don't see it. Here, at 27, you expected this one. Why? Why do I need to stop? I don't need to stop here. That doesn't make any sense that I need to stop there. Yo, what's up? Does it? It also doesn't. I. Nothing works anymore. Like what we can do is we can say just, and then we return, right? And we return the entire thing, including this one. But then we still have an issue here, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, latest. But then we need to change this one. That's not going well. And we're already an hour in as well. Yeah, I know there's a syntax error, but I've been programming all day. I just don't see nothing anymore. So I'm gonna rewrite the whole thing. So, um, because it annoys me very much. So I won't have that issue. Let me rewrite the whole thing because I get annoyed. Let me put it here. Okay. Okay. Remember that this application is broken, so I have to do this, right? Unfortunately. Okay, great. Gonna create another div just in case. We're gonna say key ID. Button. Okay, we're fucking up again. Why can I not do this? Let me see. What the fuck is this, by the way? Is that good? No, that is good. This one is totally should be totally fine, but I need to use return here. Not really. Give me a second. Yeah, I do need to use return, but I need to think about if we use return, we need to use fragments. And then okay, that was a lot of choking. That was not good. I did too much programming when it comes to sense of hard questions or logical questions. So let's relax and let's do the project, okay? Because that was sketchy. All right, that was a big fail. Okay, it's just everything. Alright, definitely need to work on that. Okay, let's open up the project. We wasted some times, so let's open up. Let's open it up. Awesome. Great. Let me see if I have Zustand installed. Okay, I do. So then we can create a store. We're just gonna call it store.ts. Okay, so this is going to be Zustand. We're gonna do that a little bit later. But yeah, let's see what we had left. Okay, let me see what it was. We actually need to grab all the images. So let's go to this one. Okay. We actually can start making our constants. I see. Okay, let's grab all the images first. I already made something, so give me a second. Let's go here. Let's go to not this one. Portfolio. No. Give me a second. I need to grab the images. Where are they though? That is the real question. I think I did not save the images from this website, or maybe I did. Let me think of one other place. Okay, project. Let's go to source, components, UI, not UI, public. Okay, I see a lot of images. Okay, give me a second. Let's open up the public folder. Let's go to images. Let's open up that one. So you have this one. And yeah, we need to do a lot of renaming, but let's see what everything is. It doesn't show everything. Are there things broken? Or no? Yeah, there seems to be things broken. Okay. Yeah, we probably need to undo. Yeah, we need to undo that. Okay. Um, there's another way to get the images fast. Let me think about it. Let ChatGPT figure that out. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, and I'm gonna ask, create a script to grab all images, PNG, SVG, JPEG from a web web page JS. We are making this website for our resume. So a lot to do. Okay. Um, does it actually? Okay, yeah, it adds links. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's go to let's go to console and okay. So it does grab our images. Okay, it does. But I forgot that it doesn't grab in that sense. Um, so let me think about how I'm gonna do that. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. Um, is there a way to download um, them all at once? Yeah, I can use a script, like a plugin. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that works. So let's do here. Refuse to apply. Oh, violates. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. No worries. Okay. There are a couple of ways. I think the way that I want to do it is use CSS Peeper. Is it still available? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can I still export all? Okay. Good. Okay. But the naming is not my favorite. That's okay. Let's see if these things actually work. Okay. Seems like... Oh, it takes a long time to load? Oh, that's why? I see. Does anyone know how to just display SVGs? Oh, I think I know a way. Uh, choose another app. Can I just open up with... What the hell? Can I just not open up with images? Chrome, Notepad, Surf, Figma, iTunes, Word, Notepad, Paint. Oh, it's not valid. That sucks. But yeah, many things are available. Let's check asset one for a second, what it's all about. Okay, these are the... Okay. I think I'm gonna... What are you talking? Front end dev, bro. That's what I'm talking. Okay, so we got the images, so that's solved. Let's let's see what's going on here. So we have some... It says 27. I'm not sure why it says 27, so let's check that out for a second. What is 27 here? It says projects. Does it say anything else? What is this? Okay. P. Oh, okay. It actually made a what a waste of time. I'm not gonna do that. Mm, it seems that it's a full container, but let's figure that out. Oh, okay. Okay, it's a bit of a weird website because of Framer. That's fine though. There's no issue. Okay, so let's make this constant real fast. So let's go to another one. Open this one. Then I can focus on code here. So let's go to the constant map and let's make another one. And we're gonna call this one nav links.ts, and we're gonna say export const nav links. I'm gonna open up this one, and obviously we're gonna create IDs, and then obviously I need the links, so let's see what it has. Studio projects blog content. Okay. Studio. Oh, okay. Name. No, link. Studio. With capital letters. Yeah, it's capital letters. Okay. I'm not gonna do the how do you call it? Like the CSS for it. It also needs. Hmm, let's see the link property. It's been a while since we did this, so let's check the A property for a second and her respective attributes. Okay, href. That's it. Let me see what it has more. Let's do a blank. But we're gonna use Next.js for this. So let's check Next.js link for a second. Link. Okay. Href is required. And you can say prefetch or no. So let me think what I'm going to do about that. So we're gonna say href, and we don't have a keyword right now. So let's actually hard code that then. So let's just do like like google.com or something. Like google.com. Okay. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do two. And what is the second link? Projects. Okay. Okay. Blog contact. Okay. For contact. Okay, so I'm gonna import that here. Yeah, I'm gonna import how do you do it again? Kind of forgot. That's why if you don't code for a couple of months, like projects, you forget how to do projects. It's crazy. No, that's That's not what I'm looking for. Mm, let me see where it is. Photography. I think yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay. Yeah. So copy that one then. Let's go to constants. I'm just gonna say export nav links. So if we need things in a multiple page, okay. So we at least have that. Now let's stick to our UI for a second. What's going on here? So it is the entire page. Unlock all premium features. Remove all the limits that get access to premium features. What are the features then? Am I missing something? Semantic local color will be located. Typography instances. Preview color instances. God damn it. It seems to have space between though. Okay, sure. So let me see how big this actually is before we do something. $2,600. 20 pixels, 600. Okay, so let's do some programming then. So we're gonna go to navigation and apparently not. Let me see. No, it's fine. Let's first import it to in the page before we're gonna do anything else. So is this correct? Use client page.tsx. Sure. So we're gonna say navigation. Forgot about that. Import navigation from mm, let me see, components. Okay, we need to do something about it a little bit later, but for now it's fine. So I'm gonna do a navigation. Okay. Navigation doesn't exist. Should exist. Oh. Let's do it the other way around then. So I'm just gonna type navigation and it should import it correctly and then no errors. Good. So let's go to the navigation. Let's remove the sidebar and let's go a little bit here. And let's try to render something. So let's say, okay, hello world. Let's see. Okay, and let's see if that is the actual hello navigation, and then we can start. Okay, hello navigation, awesome, that's working. Let's put this in the background and let's do some coding. So if we want to display a navigation, just a desktop environment, um, I think it is important to start with a flexbox. So we're gonna have a div and we're gonna say flex row, and then we're gonna have three things. The first thing that we're gonna have to do is actually the text or the logo. Um, let's display it as a link. So we're gonna import next link. Let me see if it catches that. Next.link. That should not be, obviously. Okay. Annoying. Okay, and we have a required with the href is actually just empty. And let's do Fabrica. And for the Fabrica, we also want to have a class name, and the class name is going to be a font weight of 600. So font 600, I think that's how you do it. Let me see, I don't see it. Okay, let's then do the text size first, text 20 pixels. And then let's do font, oh we have bold and those kinds of stuff. Okay, let's do, the median is 500. Semi-bold maybe? Let me see. Fabrica. It's actually with small letter. Okay. See, Fabrica. Okay, we have something on the screen, right? Um, is it the same size? Yes, it is. But it has some tracking or, yeah, tracking. So I'm gonna say tracking. I'm gonna specify this with 0.0 AM because that's what I saw on the screen. Minus the 600, obviously. Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty much fine. I don't know how to implement that R, so let's also do that. So um, symbol R, because I forgot that one. Trademark R, whatever. Okay, awesome. Let me see what the thing is. So let's go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT real fast. And we're gonna ask in HTML. What is that? Okay, rec. Is that a one? Okay, let's see. Awesome. Okay. So now what we need to do, um, flex row, justify. Let me see. We are in the outer layer, so we have to justify between. Because this is the first layer, right? This is the logo. Let's do logo here. And let's do item center. Okay. So I have not defined how big the navigation is at the moment. So that doesn't matter. Let's actually, we have navigation props. Good. We have next link. Now we can import the nav links. So that is in a constants folder. Let me see if I can get that. No. Okay. Constants folder. And in the constants, we want to have constants. And we are going to say we need nav links. I think that is the one. And then we have never read. And then we're going to map through that. So we're going to say nav links dot map. Nav links dot map. Let me think about it for a second. What's your problem, Maxi? File function. No, we have an href, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna say item ID, and let's actually map to the list. So we're gonna start with an UL here and put the map inside, and then we're gonna say li key is ID, and then we're gonna say that the links are, let me see where it is. They're just links, item.link, and we also we have a href. Okay. Well, if it's gonna be an href, then we have to remove the li, and then we have to say link. Okay, we say href is the item dot href, and between the links we are going to say item dot link. Okay, and we don't have an ID, so we're gonna say key is ID. Okay, we don't really need to do this ID, I think. Oh, we do, because we have defined ID. That's fine, it's not a problem. And then we have an issue here. Let me see what the issue is. It's because we need to return the link. So let's do that. Okay, and let's see what we have. Okay, we have some stuff, right? So this is the link, but in the link we first want to have, let me think about it. Well, if we're gonna have a link, we might as well do a list as well. But then we have to define here the space between. Let me think about it for a second. Okay, we still can do an UL. It's not an issue. And then we say in the li, we're gonna say key ID, and then put this inside here and do a space. And we have an issue, and the issue is that this one is not here. And let's see how it looks. Great. Now let's do a class name, and we're gonna say flex. Let's see what happens. Okay, good. Then we want to say flex row. We want to say space between. Oh, no, justify between. Justify between. But we haven't defined what between is. So items center. Okay, so we have something. Let's do the third one here. And the third one, so let me put say links here. And the other one is a navigation menu. Hey everyone, I don't think it's need to add flex row again. We'll see about it later. We're not going for perfection in the beginning. Don't worry about it too much. Um, we need to add a menu, but I do not have that menu. It's a pretty we can define bars like a span, and then the span changes direction. But should we? That is the question. So let's see what he does. So let me see. Okay, so this is a div, and this is also div. Okay, he defines div, and then he defines the height. I don't think that's good practice. So let's think about what we are going to do. Um, so let us define then a div. We're gonna say menu. Um, yes, flex row is the default direction. I know. Let me go to menu, and we're gonna say a div. Not like that. Just gonna say div, and we're gonna say we have to have two spans, right? Let's create this first span. The first span needs to have like a pixel height and a pixel width. So the height is going to be 1 pixel, and the width is maybe gonna be 20 pixels. Let's see how it looks before we judge. We don't see anything yet. Okay. Um, Maybe because it's not a black bar yet. Let me think about it. Because we need to define a color, maybe. So let's first duplicate, and let's create a spacing between them. Um, how did we do that in the past? If you want to create a space between them, you have to do. There are a couple of ways. Mm, let's just see what happens. Okay. Color. We just need to have black. We can say a horizontal row. Black maybe? Or maybe we should actually make this a horizontal row. Let's do that actually. I think that is possible. Let's see. Okay, good. Actually, this can be 3 pixels. And actually double the width. We're gonna check the exact later. Actually, yeah, it can be like way thicker. That's pretty interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Um, yeah, about that. I have to go to the documentation for that for a second. Let's see if I make this 120, what happens. Okay, that creates, okay. Let me go to MDN docs. Let's go to horizontal row because I might change my mind for the horizontal rows. Color thickness, size, width, set the hit. So it has a size property then. Let me see. Okay, don't think that's a good way of doing that. So let's think about it. There are a couple of things that we can do here. Maybe it's actually good to create a div. Really? But if we create a div, we don't have the color yet. Let's just do something. Just get on the screen. Okay. Okay. Let's do like 4 pixels. Let's see. Sure. Okay, let's do that then. But why doesn't it work with span? It should work with span, right? Very interesting. We'll think about it later about the span then. And then let's duplicate that one. Okay. Now it looks like there is no spacing between them. Um, we'll think about the spacing for a second. Let's work on the first row then. Okay, so it's this thick and this wide. Okay, so it's a little bit shorter. Let's actually see how short that is. No, that's not what I wanted. I cannot uh, get it normally. That's a bit annoying. So I actually have to go to inspect normally. Okay, let's do that. So a bit of container. Is that the one? Where? Where's the navigation? What's going on? Okay, let's see what's going on. How tall is one? Well, this is an inception. Okay, it seems like the height is 2 and the width is 59 pixels. Okay, height is 2, 59 pixels. And there is some border radius going on, I think. Let me see. I'm not gonna do the wheel change now, but let's write it down just in case. Let's see if tier 1 actually has this. Wheel change. Transform. Okay. It seems that this one has rounding, but does it though? I don't see some rounding. I do see position relative and overflow hidden. Okay. Mm, I think you can say both of them relative. Okay. And if I say like top 6 pixels, let's see. Oh, top 6 pixels. Why is the one thicker than the other one? That should not be. Oh, it looks thicker on my screen, but they're both as thick. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna say top minus 3 pixels, and I'm gonna say here top like 3 pixels. Let's see what it looks like. Sure. Not bad. All right. Great. Now we have like a max width here. So let's figure it out what the width is, and then let's spread it all over the screen. So I think if we go to the page, mm, what am I doing here? I'm gonna say max 7XL. That's first. Maybe even smaller. Let's see how big this actually is. How big is this? Hello? Can I? Okay, let me know. No, that's okay. Then I might just go. Sometimes that bugs out, right? So max 7XL. What? How much? How much is that? Okay. Oh, they added a dynamic. Oh, that's cool. Max width. Okay. We're obviously gonna do some container, and I think I should adjust my width myself, but let's do container. Okay. And then we have a max width. Let's do MX auto as well. So we put it in the middle of the screen. It doesn't do that, but okay, that's whatever. Is that a problem? And that's because of the container, maybe? Let's see. Great. Mm, there's a certain spread width we have to do. I see. But let's see what the container looks like on my screen. Let's go here. Fine by me, but it seems like we don't do this. So we're not gonna do that then. Mm, I think it's best if we say MX auto. So we have some margins. And then we're just gonna define some kind of define some kind of container. But the container should have like certain pixels. So for now, let me see how they are doing that. What is their preferred method? Width 100%. Okay. I see. They're making it unnecessarily complicated. So they really defined like a certain, what if I make it smaller? Let's see. Okay, it grows. So that means, okay. What I'm gonna do for now, I'm just gonna say a padding or something. PX of like 2rem. And we'll see later what we're gonna do about it. So first things first, we said it's gonna be a div, but actually it's gonna be a nav. So that is fixed. Now we have to check where did the navigation go? It disappeared. So it's a laggy one. Okay. What we have to do as well is it has a little bit of padding, but that's fine. See how big the actual nav is. 60 pixels, top and bottom. So height is 60 pixels. Sure, no worries. Okay, now let's do this one a little bit. Let's actually make that 6 of both of them. Sure. Okay, let's work on the text of the nav links. So, because that we defined a certain typography for, a set typography, which is called L. Okay. And we gonna grab that from the main. Okay, so I'm gonna do L. It's gonna grab that from the main. And we have that defined. Okay, great. Now there's space in between, so we need to add a justify between. The flex row already have. No, flex row needs to stay here. If we want to spread this out, then I have to put the Fabrica here as well, or not? Let's see how they do it. Okay, so they have one flex box. They have a nav, an A, and div, and div, and div, and a P, and a div, and a P. I'm just gonna say a gap. Let's do a gap for now. It seems like these are not the same sizes. I'm not sure why that is, but it should be. It actually looks like this one is a little bit bigger. Oh, that's because of the... Oh no, oh, that's because of my zooming. Okay, so that, let's create a gap for each link. Mm, I'm not sure if I can do it here, but let's assume I do it here. Nothing. Gap. Sure. Okay. Let's fix the navigation for a second. Hmm. Uh, Let me see. Actually, it seems like that the gap is even bigger. So let's do 9 of both of them. I think it's gonna create a huge gap. Oh, that is 9. Okay, but then I need to tilt them a little bit up. So I need to say 6 and this 12. No, let me think about it for a second. Okay, no, this one needs to be -9. Maybe, no, maybe even 12. Maybe even bigger. Is it actually doing something? It doesn't seem so. Well, because I forgot this one. Okay, let me see. Funny how that happens, right? I'm fine with this. Okay, great. Now, it seems that the hero is a, let me see, I said nav. We actually have to, we're actually doing everything in a nav. I don't want to do that because that is not best practice. We're going to say header and let's put that in a class name, and that should not break. It does because my header is here and that should not be. That should be after the nav and that should bring everything together. Okay, that looks pretty good. Almost exactly the same. I think it's almost exactly the same, but the nav, I think there's a little bit too much space when it comes to the nav. Let's see. Sure. Okay, almost the same. We can delete this one. We have the navigation done. Now let's go to the page and let's introduce the hero. Okay. Okay, and let's import the hero from components at hero. Posting ignorant scripts failed. Oh, because I did it the wrong way. Okay, now we're gonna import the image and let's see or whatever video. And let's see how Next.js does that again because it's been a while. So let's go to video. Okay, so we need to define a width. I see. And a source and a track. So the width is vital. Let's do width 100% then. And is this video? Yeah, this video is from next video. Okay, so let's do that. Hello, hero, and let's see if we display it on the screen. Awesome. Now what we want to do then is to import a video then. So video, this is not Next.js video, so video, let me see. No, not with a capital letter. Video, also not. Does it exist? Is it just a video tag? Let's go to the documentation again. Okay, it seems that it's just a video tag. Okay, so there's nothing going on. Okay, so let's do some width 100%. We don't have to define a height and control is none. We have to create a path to this one, but I'm not sure if it actually grabbed the video. So let's check that out in a public folder. Where's the public folder? Here. JPEGs. What did I see there? PNG, JPEGs, PNGs. Okay, so there's no video and I need to grab the video. So let's see if we can do that immediately. Can I just save? Let's see. No, okay, that's not gonna happen because he um, hided the video, probably. Div class. Okay. Oh, the video is just rendered. Let's see. Is that true? What I see? Let's go to application and let's go to video. Top, scissors, font, images. Okay, we have many images. What is this? This is an iframe. Hmm. Oh, this is the media. Oh, I accidentally opened that. But okay, so it did not open the video here, but it's all assets. Okay, so that's a bit annoying. Mm, so ChatGPT for the rescue. make a script to grab the media from a video from the website, from the web page JavaScript. Okay. So let's see. It probably will prevent me from doing so because there's a lot of okay, so there are two MP4s. Okay, and they are exactly the same. Okay, got it. Cool. Hero Fabrica. Okay. Let's go to the desktop. Let's go to resume projects. Next.js, captured, stored, app. No, public. Where's the public folder? Images, video. Okay. Awesome. Mm, so let's go to the code and we're gonna go to videos and we're gonna go to hero.fabrica.mp4. I think that's how I called it. I'm not sure if I did though. I did not. Um, so let's see. Video. Let's see if it works. It doesn't. Okay. Video. That's hero slash fabrica. Okay, it does work. Hero slash fabrica dot mp4. It should work. Oh, it does work. Okay. Now, we have a couple of things to do. So first one is we have the video and we want to display everything on top of the video. So we need to think about that for a second. We don't have subtitles, um, so we can remove the tracking. Let's do loop. Does loop exist here? I think it does. Let me see where the loop actually is. So let's go to videos. Oh, it's called autoplay. Okay, no worries. Autoplay. It does not autoplay. And loop. And muted. Loop. Muted. Maybe now? Oh, it does. Great. Now it had a border, right? So let's see what the border is all about. Oh, I see that the navigation is actually fixed, but we're gonna do that later. But at first I want to see what the border is all about. Okay, where is the border? Okay, we can do like an inset for that. Oh, is it a background image? Is that possible? Let me ask ChatGPT because I've never done that before. Is it possible to have video background can't HTML? Because that will be okay. Okay, it's then uh, what if it is just the hero? Let me see. Section hero, video play, source, video, and a hero content. Okay. Not my favorite way to do this. Um, can do it as a background URL. Okay. This doesn't work. Okay. Use a different set. No. Okay. No worries. Okay, so let's figure that out later, but we know that it's possible. Let's do an aspect ratio, by the way. What kind of aspect ratio do we want to have? I'm not sure what the width and if I can figure out the width sizes, then I can figure out the aspect ratio. So I'm gonna go to Peeper. I'm gonna say this one. Okay, I'm gonna say um, we can. I think we can do aspect video, by the way. So let's try that. Aspect video. Let me see. Aspect video. Let me see. Oh, I fucked up. I did not. But I think I need to do it on a video then. Obviously. I have to think about it for a second. Let's go to Tailwind for this. So let's go to Tailwind CSS. Let's actually do aspect ratio, video, auto, value, aspect v2, and object cover would also do something. Object cover and aspect 3. How did you write it? Let me see. Where was it? Did I open it up here? No? Oh, here. It just say 3/2. Okay. 3/2. Let's see what happens. I think we get stuck because of the width 100%. So let's remove the width 100% and let's see if it creates issues. It doesn't. But then we get this one. So let's do aspect video for a second then. And let's remove the object cover. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. Then maybe it's useful to tailwind. Let me see. Maybe it can figure out tailwind. Okay, let's try it. Okay, that works. Kinda. Because it has some padding. Let's go to the real website and let's see what's going on. So it has some borders, right? So let's work on a border. So let's do border, uh, let me see, rounded XL. Let's see how it looks like. Way bigger. Okay. So 3XL. Very close, but it's fine by me. We can work on the thing a little bit later. Now, one thing that I see is that it doesn't display the. Let me see. Enables inline playback for iOS devices, also necessary for autoplay to work in our Safari. Preload muted autoplay controls, if present, integrated control set. So let's remove the controls. And let's see how it looks like. Okay, great. Let's see how the original looks like. Like it doesn't matter for the width right now. We can always fix the width later. I'm not sure where it is. Where is it? Oh, it's on the third page. Okay, so we're pretty close. Now we have to put all these stuff, which is this one is very interesting here. I'm not sure why it exactly is here, and there's a specific gap as well. Um, we have to figure this out, right? So, and there are also pluses, but it's only for the first four. So it seems like it starts here, and here there's an align center. Very interesting. This is very inconsistent. I do not like that. Does this actually have a hover? No. Let me see if it's inconsistent because of reloading or let's see on mobile. Is it the same? Very interesting. Okay. Mm, what do I want to do? It seems it seems like it has two lives, and that's not good. So there's a lot of changes here. And that's because this is a framework website, so you can do whatever you want. So we're gonna figure out a consistency for our app. So I want to have this one in the middle. That's the first one. And I think I want to have this one on one line and this one on a separate line below. And I'm gonna put this one, well, this one I can create in one border, so that doesn't really matter. But we have to do it on top. So yeah, let's um, let's work on that. Actually, wait a minute. No, it's too late to work on that. So I'm gonna do a little bit more and then we're gonna go. So we have the video right here. Let's create a section here with the video. And what I want to do, I want to create a div, and this div is going to be absolute and insert 0. And let's see if we can place some text like hello world, and we're gonna display the text like I don't know, like an H1 or something. Hello world, Fabrica, and let's create a class name. Let's close this bar and let's go back to the hero page because I closed it accidentally. Fabrica, and we're gonna say text white. Let's see what it does. Does it display on top? Does it display in the middle? Does it display anywhere? Well, it seems like um, I lost it. So let's do like red or something. Oh, red 500 or something. That's a problem. Okay, there's nowhere. And maybe, oh, I see it here. Here's the inset, but I want to have it on top of the video. So we have to actually think about it. Maybe we should actually do, let's do, what does absolute do? Okay, it just puts it down below. Let's see what happens if I do it on the video itself. Does it, yeah, that creates an absolute chaos. So I can say relative and absolute, for example. So I can make this relative, and then I can say um, absolute instead 0. I think that is okay. It's not. Then most likely we have to study how to do that. So let's see what absolute does first. So it creates on the top. So let's assume I say like top 0. What happens? Okay, it goes over there. That is not good because it ignores the fact that um, that this exists. This is what I don't like. And you cannot do it over the top unless I do a Z index. So I can say like Z Z minus 10. What's up? How are you doing, bro? Z minus 10. And then I can say Z Z 10, or I can just say set 10, but I'm going to do set 10. Okay, so this is on the top and this is a little bit below. Um, I'm a bit clueless because I've never done that before. So let's see why ChatGPT does it a certain way. So what is it though? It says position relative, the hero, then the video to absolute, and then the hero content to relative. Okay, so it says class name relative, and it says the video to absolute, and this one it sets to relative. Does that work? Oh, that does work. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so let's actually grab these sizes and those kinds of stuff. So let's see what size this actually is. This is 200 and minus 606 and a line height of 120 pixels. Okay, so let's apply that. So let's do white, and then we say text is going to be 200 pixels, and it's going to have a tracking of minus 0.6 am, and it has a um, font weight of semi-bold. Then let's see how it looks. Okay, let's do Fabrica for a second. Actually, let's get that from the navigation. So let's see, navigation.tsx. Let's go here. Let's copy that and let's go back to the hero. And let's see. Okay, but these are not the same sizes. How come his size is bigger than my size? It's because it's not a dot. What size is this? 201. Line height is 120. So let's do leading 120 as well. So we can say leading 120%. It's probably gonna bug out, but that's fine. But it looks like it's twice the size. Very interesting. So what if I do this exactly? What will happen? That is not the size. That's very interesting. Okay, so that is hard to figure out. So let's try this one. And it says, come on, inspector, not the div, not the variant, not the section, not the main, not, yeah, 201.1 pixels. Letter spacing is correct. Well, mine does not display that kind of pixels, right? This is also 200 pixels. Are you gonna say that 200 pixels? You say that this one is 16 pixels? Why? Maybe because I'm saying text. No, font size. No, it's good, but it's still bigger. Now you're gonna say that it's still 16. Text white, 201 pixels. Yeah. So it's the same size, but it looks different. It seems like it's scaled then. It actually might be even double. So let's try that. So let's do like 400. What happens? Okay, that's really big. So it's not 400. So we have to guess. I hate guessing. There we go. This looks very close, like 300. But this one looks significantly smaller as well. So we actually have to put a span here. Good, bro. How about you, bro? Um, Oh, because of the span, it actually goes down. Oh, that's a bit annoying, to be honest, to do that. That's a very specific, very specific. Mm, yeah, that's very specific. Oh, that's what I hate about copying Framer. That's me. Do I want to do that? That's the question. So let's close that. So how come it goes on top here, but not here? What if I create a p tag just to check? It creates this on a new line, but it's on the same line. Hmm. Okay, we can solve it. So, okay, let's do that then. Let's just do a span. And this is an H1, but we have to put the span here. Then. And let's do name text is 250 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, obviously I need to have text white. Text white. And it needs to be smaller. Okay, and it's on a new line. I don't want have to have that, so let's make this to a span as well. And then let's make this relative. This should not be happening, but you know, whatever. Top is gonna be minus 12 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. We actually need to do even maybe triple that. And we also need more spacing, so it's gonna be, I think, left 6 pixels. Let's see, maybe even double, 12 pixels. And this is going to be 64. Let's see, because mine is here, this is here, so it's a little bit more below, but I like it this way, to be honest, so let's keep it that way. Okay, no worries. I don't think I need to loop through this unless we have this text more often. So let's see. So the media marker, branding and identity, do we have that? No. Um, so let's do a search. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. How about web design and development? Do I see it more often? I do. Okay, so they're all here. Okay, because it's twice, we do have to look through that. Um, yeah, bro, I'm just chilling. A little bit of programming, right? And yeah, how are we gonna do that? Well, let me see. We have the video here, and we are displaying the things here. So we're just gonna do. It's gonna say this is going to be content, right? And we have relative tops set index 1, and then we have the thing here, and these are actually against each other. So let's create Yeah, let's create this one for a second. And this one is going to be called data hero text content. And well, not really. Um, hero text. I'm gonna call it this one. And this is our first div. So our second div is going to be the list. So let's create the list. We have nav links. So we're gonna create something similar like that. And we're gonna go to the nav links. We're gonna create a new map or new file that is called I will call it content text. No, that's not really a good solution, to be honest. Uh, okay, surfaces. I'm gonna call it surfaces. Surfaces tx. Okay, I'm gonna paste it like I'm gonna call it surfaces. And we don't have these ones. We don't have links, to be honest. Okay, and we're gonna copy these ones. So let's go all the way on top. Let's copy this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, we're not gonna call them links. We are going to call them text. And let's paste them. So the first one is branding and identity. The second one is social media marketing. The third one is web design and development. And the fourth one is SEO optimization. So now we can loop through that. Um, let's do that. So do I need a div? Now we can create a div below. So we're gonna say surfaces. The map is. Let's see if I can quick fix. Edit from constant surfaces. That is not consistent. I should actually do constants dot constants. Let me fix it right now before I forget. So go to export surfaces and then go to here and then create a comma and say surfaces. Okay, what's going on? Has no export. Oh, okay, yeah, obviously. Uh, import surfaces, uh, surfaces. Okay, great. Let's go back to the hero and let's. Did it import it? Yes, it does recognize it. Okay, services.map. We're gonna say item. Okay. What we want to display here is actually the text that we had here. So that is the goal. Um, so let's do that. Let's create a return and let's say let's create a p, not this p, or just p tag, and let's say item dot text, and I just want to see what happens, and let's create a div as well, and then we're gonna say key is ID, but because we destructured the ID, we have to put an extra ID like this. And we have nothing on the screen, but let's make it text white just in case. Okay, we have something. And it seems like they are not on the same wavelength. So we're gonna go here, this one, and we're gonna say flex, and then we're gonna say justify between. Not this one. Okay, I see what it's doing. We don't need to have this one. We need the next one. But we don't have that div right now. But we do have an upper div. Maybe. No, I don't think that is smart. So let's create it immediately below this one. And this one we're gonna say flex, flex row, space, justify between, um, items center, and let's see how it looks like for a second. Okay, so we don't need to have a flex row, to be honest. And now, no, we can do flex row. But then we have to say here as well, we have to say flex, um, maybe not, but flex call. No, we actually have to do, then we have to put this here. So, which creates an error. Why does it create an error? I think we can just do it here, no problem. Missing key prop and element for iterator. Then we can remove the entire one. And then we can say class name text white flex flex call. Let's see how it looks like. Does not respond, but this one does respond. We have to think about that for a second. No worries. Let's see if it actually responds or I have an error. So before we gonna do debugging, we're gonna say flex call. Uh, wait, flex direction column. Oh, that was wrong. Me. Flex direction column. Doesn't respond. Display inline property prevents the flex direction from having an effect. Try setting the display the inline property to display flex. Let's try it again. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, these are. Oh, I do need to. Ah, I see. Okay. So what we can do now, we're gonna create a div hell flex call, and then we're gonna put it immediately after, and then we're gonna remove the other one. So we're gonna remove the this one or this one. I think it's this one. Let's see. No, no, I do need that. Sorry, I do need that. Let's see. Okay, so we have it here. So let's see what's going on here. So we have a couple of issues. Um, so the first issue is actually we're gonna have to do a flex call. We did not have align center, but we have to do items end, I think. Let's see. Sorry, justify end. Stupid of mine. Justify end. Okay. Now it's on the other side, so we don't want to have that. We actually want to have justify start, I think. Mm, we have space between here, so let's remove that. Okay, and then we're gonna do justify end, which is not a lot. I don't like. No, this was fine. Mm, what is it aligning with? That's the question. So let me see what's going on. Okay. Okay, it lives on its own. Okay, what we can do instead of item center, we can say items end, probably. Okay, but then we have an issue here. Because it's not grabbing the justify start. The problem is this one. It's not this one. This one is correct. Let's see. Yeah, I think I know why. Let's go to the text white and let's see what we did here. Data hero dot class name. We do have a div here. Flex. We set flex call. Okay, that's not an issue here. We have a leading of 120%. Does that create an issue? It does not. Hmm. It's also not really aligned. So I think what it's doing here, this studio is included here. And then it says center. So it centers with this one. But we have to figure out a way to not do that. Man, the the guy that made this website is pretty the guy that made this website is pretty laggy. It's pretty sketchy. It looks good, but it's CSS horror. So I'm thinking about what I should do here about it. So let's check it again. Okay, it lives on its own timeline, and here, and that's because of no data hero text is true. Why? Let's, okay, so this one, okay, this one is an item, and this one is an item, and then we have this one, and here it says that there's more space to be found. But then I have to say that this one should be the end. So the div with the class. Um, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Let me think about that. Mm, flex and no. Place content and I'm not sure if that's possible. You know, I need grid for that. Mm, we we define that this is a span, and then okay, this is going to be flex 4, but maybe I can say this. I'm gonna fix it later then, but for now, okay, that creates horror, absolutely atrocious. Okay, no, that creates also horror. Okay, so one thing what we can do is we can say relative, and then we can say like top minus 24 pixels. It's not my favorite thing to do, but we'll figure it out. And then it needs more spacing. Let me see if it goes aligned. So let's assume I do this. Okay, it does not go aligned. That's good. 64. But then it's better to create a padding, to be honest. Both for both of them. Or actually create it in a grid. Um, well, it's almost there. And I see I made a problem here. Um, Toggle this. What is it? Too far? Or it's too little? Okay, too little. Okay, 72, something like that. It's not best practice, but it gets the job done, right? Yeah, and then obviously we have some padding on the left. So let me see where we can do that. So padding PL of 2 rem or something. Let's see. Something like that. It's definitely the double size, but even triple if you want to be very honest. Let's also create a font weight. So font semi-bold. Does not respond. Why not? It should respond. Oh, that's because I said a typo. Okay, looks very similar. There is some gap though. So let's gap, I don't know, 8 or something. Let's see. Okay, gap maybe larger. Let's see. 60. It doesn't even respond. Okay, so that's not good. Flexible item text. Let's then create padding instead. So padding X, I think. Not responding. Padding Y. Oh yeah, because I reversed it. Okay, sure. Let's do about 25. Sure. close. All right. So we also have some padding on the whole text. Let's see where that is. I think it's here. So we're gonna say padding X for 2 rem or something. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay. All right, guys. That was some coding. Next time, we're gonna do more with AI. So we did some beginning of coding, but a lot of repeating stuff. I don't want to create a lot of repeating, so we're gonna do, for example, these ones. We're gonna do with AI. This ones I actually have to do it myself. This one we can do it with AI, right? So we're gonna work on certain stuff. So it's gonna be a mix between me and it's gonna be a mix between AI. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today within 7 years. And yeah, I will see you on to the next stream. Later.